Breaking news! The Detroit Lions offseason has generated significant debate among fans and analysts alike, with potential moves that could reshape the team heading into the 2025 NFL season. I'll give you all the scoop on what's been going on behind the scenes, but first, hit the like button if you agree that pass rush is the #1 priority. If you can, comment something like, "Heads up and go Lions." Today, we're breaking down the top 20 free agents the Detroit Lions should target this offseason. This list includes some familiar faces currently on our roster and some interesting talent from other teams. Let's talk about needs first. It's clear that pass rush is the #1 priority. In addition, we're looking at cornerbacks, linebackers, and some depth on the offensive line. So without further ado, let's start with number 20. At number 20, we have Dan Skipper, a current Lion who embodies the grit and determination that Dan Campbell loves. He's versatile, playing both tackle and guard, and let's not forget, he even caught a touchdown. While he's not the best in the league, his work ethic and team-first mentality make him a must-have. Next up, at 19, is Khalil Dorsey. Injuries have been a problem, but he knows the system, and we need depth at cornerback. Re-signing him would be a smart move to maintain continuity in our secondary. Jumping into the free agent pool, at 18, we have Jets defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw. With Alim McNeill likely to miss the start of the 2025 season, Kinlaw's 4.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles could add valuable depth at a reasonable cost. At 17, Shane Zylstra, another current Lion, could slot in as a backup tight end. While he's not a flashy signing, it's always nice to have reliable depth at that position. Moving to 16, Lucas Patrick from the Saints would bring interior offensive line depth. With Graham Glasgow and other linemen likely staying, this isn't a top priority, but Patrick's experience could prove valuable. Number 15 is Trevor Nowaski, who filled in admirably at linebacker when Derek Barnes went down. He's not a star, but his contributions as a depth piece are exactly what the Lions need for consistency. Let's talk about some bigger names now. At 14, Alquadin Muhammad could bolster the pass rush. He's not a game-changer but would be a solid rotational player. At 13, Kevin Zeitler is another intriguing option. He played well this year and could solidify the offensive line for another playoff push. At 12, we've got Azeez Ojulari from the Giants. This pass rusher had 6 sacks last season and could be a big upgrade for our defensive line. Meanwhile, at 11, Teddy Bridgewater makes the list. Whether he stays or we roll with Hendon Hooker, having quarterback depth is crucial. Cracking the top 10, Javon Holland, the safety from Miami, would be an excellent addition to our secondary. Injuries have plagued us at this position, and Holland's skill set would be a huge upgrade. Number 9 is linebacker Lorenzo Carter. He's another cheap option who can bring energy and situational pass rushing ability. And at 8, Tim Patrick, our wide receiver, should absolutely return. His chemistry with the offense made a noticeable impact. Derek Barnes is at 7, and while injuries held him back, a prove-it deal could work for both sides. At 6, Carlton Davis is in a similar boat, talented but injury-prone. A short-term deal could be a win-win. Now for the heavy hitters. At 5, the Eagles' Josh Sweat would be a huge boost to our pass pressure. With 8 sacks last year, he's a game-changer. At 4, Levi Onwuzurike, a current Lion, is expected to be re-signed. His disruptive play has been a key part of our defensive success. At 3, Dre Greenlaw could bring leadership and versatility to the linebacker core. He's an injury risk, but could thrive in Campbell's system. At 2, the Cowboys' DeMarcus Lawrence would provide a veteran edge and situational pass pressure power. Finally, the number 1 target, Khalil Mack. Pairing him with Aiden Hutchinson would create a dominant pass pressure duo. Sure, he's nearing the end of his career, but his impact could be the final piece to a championship-caliber defense. And remember, Lions fans, this offseason is all about building on the momentum we've been building. Last season showed us flashes of greatness, but to take the next step, we need to make smart decisions in free agency. Every player on this list has the potential to fill a void, add depth, or even transform our roster into one of the most dangerous in the league. When you think about the potential of pairing Khalil Mack with Aiden Hutchinson or adding a guy like Josh Sweat to our defensive line, it's hard not to get excited about the possibilities. Pass pressure was one of our biggest weaknesses last year, and improving that area could completely change the dynamic of our defense. On the offensive side, keeping reliable depth like Tim Patrick or investing in a veteran like Kevin Zeitler ensures that Jared Goff and the offense can continue to thrive. And let's not forget the secondary. Adding someone like Javon Holland could finally give us the kind of blocking coverage we've been missing. Now, I want to hear from you. Which player on this list do you think would make the biggest impact? Are you Team Khalil Mack, or do you think someone like Azeez Ojulari might be a better investment? And how do you feel about bringing back our current Lions players like Derek Barnes and Levi Onwuzurike? That's it for today's breakdown, Lions fans. The offseason is where championships are built, and this free agency period will be critical in shaping the future of the Detroit Lions. We have a solid core, a coaching staff that believes in grit and determination, and a fan base that's second to none. Now, it's time to make the moves that take us from contender to champion. As we look to the future, remember the importance of each signing. Depth players like Dan Skipper and Trevor Nowaski keep the machine running smoothly. Stars like Khalil Mack or Josh Sweat bring the firepower we need to dominate. Every decision counts, and as we watch these signings unfold, you know we'll be here breaking it down for you. And don't worry, Lions fans, the offseason content is heating up. Over the next few weeks, we'll be diving into potential trades, the upcoming draft, and even more free agency rumors. This is our time to analyze, dream, and prepare for what could be one of the most exciting seasons in Detroit Lions history. Picture it, the roar of Ford Field as Khalil Mack bursts through the line to take down the quarterback, or the crowd erupting after a game-winning interception by Javon Holland. These are the types of moments we're building toward, and together, we'll experience every step of the way. Before we wrap up, we've got a quick challenge for all the die-hard fans watching. Share this video with your fellow Lions fans, family, and friends. Let's hear your thoughts, too, because building the Lions community is just as important as building the roster. Don't leave without hitting the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. That way, you'll never miss a video about your favorite team. Your support means the world, and together we will continue to roar louder than ever. Until next time, stay proud, stay loyal, and let's go Lions!